Okay, welcome to KBLP and Hollywood Review. That was Quarter of Crosses, the Nun movie. Okay, let's get started. We're going to look at the top 10 top box office for the last week, and it hasn't changed much. Still number one is Venom, 3 weeks this week released, and that is still number one. This is one of my movies I need to see. I would love to see this. Audience scored 88%, and of course, Rotten Tomatoes, low percentage. The critics say Venom's first standalone movie turns out to be like the comics character in all the wrong ways. Really, why is it number one then? Chaotic, noisy, and in desperate need of a stronger attachment to Spider-Man. And they're the... you need to listen to them. They are the elite, right? The critics know. That's why that movie is number one. And, of course, Tom Hardy is, such a great actor. Investigative journalist Eddie Brock attempts a comeback following a scandal, but accidentally becomes the host of an alien symbiote that gives him a violent super alter ego, Venom. And he's so cool looking. I love the way they do it. And soon he must rely on his newfound powers to protect the world from a shadowy organization looking for a symbiote of their own. And of course, Tom Hardy, he is so awesome in this. Michelle Williams, Scott Hayes, Reed Scott, Jenny Slate. So, Venom, number one. Number two hasn't changed either. 3 weeks this week, A Star is Born, of course, with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. I've heard nothing but good things about this movie from other people, not from critics. 90% Rotten Tomatoes, 84% audience. And the critics actually say, with appealing leads, deft direction, and an affecting love story, A Star is Born is a remake done right. Oh, they got one right for a change. And it's a reminder that some stories can be just as effective in the retelling. And of course, in this new take on the tragic love story, Bradley Cooper plays seasoned musician Jackson Maine, who discovers and falls in love with struggling artist Allie, played by Lady Gaga. She has just about given up on her dream to make it as a singer until Jack coaxes her into the spotlight. But even as her career takes off, the personal side of the relationship is breaking down. Jack fights an ongoing battle with his own demons. And actually, Bradley Cooper directed this, if you didn't know. Lady Gaga is Allie, Bradley Cooper, of course, Sam Elliott. Oh, who doesn't love Sam Elliott? Andrew Dice Clay, Dave Chappelle. Good cast. So, number two, again, this was the same as last week, number one and two. Number three, just released, First Man. And 89% Rotten Tomatoes, only 61 by the audience, though, which is why it's number three, right? Cares? The audience, puts what movies, what they see, number one, and so forth. Critics say First Man uses a personal focus to fuel a look back at a pivotal moment in human history. It takes the audience on a soaring dramatic journey along the way. Oh, excuse me, it's been a rough couple days. But anyway, on the heels of their 6-time Academy Award-winning smash, La La Land, Oscar director Damien Chazelle, and of course Ryan Gosling, re-teamed for Universal Pictures' First Man. The riveting story of NASA's mission to land a man on the moon, focusing on Neil Armstrong in the years 1961 through 69. It's a visceral first-person account based on the book by James R. Hansen. The movie will explore the sacrifices and the costs on Armstrong and on the nation of one of the most dangerous missions in history. Of course, Ryan Gosling, Claire Foy, Jason Clarke, Kyle Chandler, Corey Stoll. Ryan Gosling. How could you not love Ryan Gosling, though? He is so awesome. So that was number three. And number four this week, 2 weeks out, second week, Goosebumps 2, Haunted Halloween. Yay, Goosebumps, right? And of course, Rotten Tomatoes, only 44%. Boo hiss. The audience gives it a 65. So, and of course, critics, Goosebumps 2, Haunted Halloween offers a handful of treats for very young viewers, but compared to the entertaining original, the sequel is a ding-dong to ditch. Seriously? Wow. Wow. Okay. Critics, yeah, we gotta love them. Slappy is back to wreak more havoc in this Halloween in a brand new comedy adventure based on R.L. Stine's 400 million selling series of books. Wendy McLendon Covey as Kathy Quinn, Madison Eisman as Sarah, Jeremy Ray Taylor as Sonny, Chris Parnell, Khalil Harris as Sam Carter. So, Goosebumps 2, Haunted Halloween. I think it'd be a good movie to take the kids to, right? I think so. Apparently people think so too, because it's number 4. Number 5 is another one, that this one I'd really love to see. For the kids also, is Smallfoot. I love the take on this one. It's kind of, the tables are turned, kind of. 75% Rotten Tomatoes, 70% audience liked it. Critics say Smallfoot offers a colorful distraction that should keep younger viewers entertained, and a story whose message might even resonate with older audiences. And of course, it's an animated adventure for all ages. The original music and an all-star cast. Smallfoot turns a Bigfoot legend upside down when a bright young Yeti finds something he thought didn't exist, a human. There you go. News of this Smallfoot throws the simple Yeti community into an uproar over what else might be out there in the big world beyond their snowy village. An all-new story about friendship, courage, and the joy of discovery. With the talented voices of Channing Tatum, James Corden, Common, LeBron James, Danny DeVito. So that is Smallfoot. I really like to see it. I really liked all the trailers and the previews. So Smallfoot was number 5. A great movie to take the kids to. Number 6 is Night School. This one I didn't even like the previews to this one, tell you the truth. And tomato meter is only 28%. And the audience is only 49%. Excuse me. And the critics say Night School's funny stars and seemingly promising setup add to a disappointing scattershot comedy, whose laughs are largely held in detention. I didn't care for the previews myself. You might like it. I know Kevin Hart is awesome, but I don't know if this was the right movie for him. The comedy from director Malcolm D. Lee follows a group of misfits who are forced to attend adult classes in the long shot chance that they'll pass the GED exam. Of course, Kevin Hart, Tiffany Haddish, Rob Riggle, Romany Malco, Taran Killam. So, Night School. And that's my personal opinion, though. I didn't even care for the trailers for that, tell you the truth. That was number 6, and that's been out 4 weeks. One that just came out, number 7. This one looks interesting, if nothing else. Actually, I thought it looked pretty good. Bad Times at the El Royale. And I actually thought this one looked pretty good. I'd go see this one. 72% tomato meter, 75% audience liked it. The critics say it's smart, stylish, and packed with solid performances. Bad Times at the El Royale delivers pure popcorn fun with the salty tang of social subtext. So, even the critics liked it. Oh my God, that's 2. Oh no, I don't know what to say. 7 strangers, each with a secret to bury, meet at Lake Tahoe's El Royale, a rundown hotel with a dark past. Over the course of one fateful night, everyone will have a last shot at redemption before everything goes to hell. It's an all-star cast. Jeff Bridges. Oh, you gotta love Jeff Bridges. Dakota Johnson, John Hamm, Lewis Pullman. Who else is in this? Chris Hemsworth, Cynthia Erivo. It's an all-star cast for Bad Times at the El Royale, and it looked really good. Shades of Sin City almost. You have a night. So that one looks really good, actually. And this is the next one I want to see. It's been out, actually, weeks released 5. Number 8, still in the top 10. The House with a Clock in Its Walls. And I think this would be a cool one to take the kids to also. 66% tomato meter. Only 48 audience. Critics say an entertaining PG detour for gore maestro Eli Roth. The House with a Clock in Its Walls is a family-friend blend of humor and horror with an infectious sense of fun. And, of course, this is a magical adventure. It tells the spine-tingling tale of 10-year-old Lewis, who goes to live with his uncle in a creaky old house with a mysterious tick-tocking heart. But his new town sleepy facade jolts to life with the secret world of warlocks and witches when Lewis accidentally wakes the dead. Jack Black, Cate Blanchett, Owen Vaccaro, who plays Little Lewis, Kyle MacLachlan. So The House with a Clock in Its Walls. I think it would be really good to see. Take the kid. I want to see it. Never mind the kids. Number 9. It just came out. The Hate You Give. Okay. Tomato meter, of course, 97%. Only 65% audience liked it. The critics say, led by a break-cut team from Amanda Steinberg, the hard-hitting The Hate You Give emphatically proves the YA genre has room for much more than magic and romance. Okay, whatever. Star Carter is constantly switching between two worlds. The poor, mostly black neighborhood where she lives and the rich, mostly white prep school she attends. The uneasy balance between these worlds is shattered when Star witnesses the fatal shooting of her childhood best friend at the hands of a police officer. Here we go. Now facing pressures from all sides of the community, Star must find her voice and stand up for what's right. The Hate You Give is based on the critically acclaimed New York Times bestseller by Angie Thomas. So, The Hate You Give. Amanda Stenberg, Regina Hall, Russell Hornsby, Lamar Johnson. That is The Hate You Give. It's like ripped right out of the headlines, right? Okay. You might like it, though. And still in the top 10 after 7 weeks. Guess what's still up there? Number 10. It might be number 10, but it's still in the top 10. The Nun. A lot of people will say, well, it was da-da-da-da, or it wasn't good, or whatever. But the thing is, it ties the movies together, and I still like to see it. I bet it's really cool. Of course, Rotten Tomatoes, 21%. 26, I'm sorry. Critics, The Nun boasts strong performances, spooky atmospherics, but its sins include inconsistent logic and narrative slackness. I don't think these critics like horror movies or sci-fi. What do you guys think? I don't think they do. But what do I know? When a young nun at a cloistered abbey in Romania takes her own life, a priest with a haunted past and novitiate on the threshold of her final vows are sent by the Vatican to investigate. Together they uncover the order's unholy secret, risking not only their lives but their faith and their very souls. They confront a malevolent force in the form of the same demonic nun that terrorized us in The Conjuring 2, as the abbey becomes a horrific battleground between the living and the damned. Of course, Thaisa Farmiga, who's in AHS, she's wonderful. Charlotte Hope, Demian Bishir. So, that is The Nun. I think you should go see it, but that's me. What do we got going on here now? I think it's great. Let's see. Let's go back. Of course, the number one movie on my mind this week, and I think everybody else's, is Halloween. He's home. He's come back with Jamie Lee Curtis and Judy Greer, of course. God, I can't wait to see this. I know some of you have seen it already, say it's awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. I will not have the time till like next Friday to see this, but I am going to see it before Halloween, by God. Tomato meter, 80%. Audience, 81%. Critics say Halloween largely wipes the slate clean after decades of disappointing sequels. Oh, pfft. And ignoring increasingly elaborate mythology in favor of basic yet effective ingredients. I'm surprised they had anything nice to say. They drive me crazy. Of course, Jamie Lee returns to her iconic role as Laurie Strode, who comes to her final confrontation with Michael Myers, the masked figure who has haunted her since she narrowly escaped his killing spree on Halloween 4 decades ago. Woohoo! Of course, Jamie Lee Curtis, Judy Greer, Nick Castle, Virginia Gardner, Miles Robbins, and Will Patton. So, yes, I know many of you have seen this. That is the top movie I think everybody's seeing this week. So, let me know what you think of it. I've heard from some people, and they're loving it. So, let's see what else. The Hate You Give this week, of course. Don't forget, a lot of these actually opened yesterday, some previewing. So, I kind of got a heads up on what it was about. So, anybody who went, I hope you enjoyed it. Another movie that opened, The Sisters Brothers, and that's their last name, that's why. 85% Rotten Tomatoes, 63% audience. The Sisters Brothers writes familiar genre trails in occasionally unexpected ways. A satisfying journey, further elevated by its well-matched leading men. And The Sister Brothers is a reimagining of the cinematic Western as a dangerous, witty, and emotionally cathartic exploration of what it means to be a man. Okay. It is 1851, and Charlie and Eli's sisters are both brothers and assassins, boys grown to men in the savage and hostile world. They have blood on their hands, that of criminals, that of innocents, and they know no state of existence other than being gunmen. So, and we have, of course, the two brothers, John C. Reilly and Joaquin Phoenix. Jake Gyllenhaal is also in here. Riz Ahmed, Rutger Hauer. Carol Kane is also in this. So, this is The Sisters Brothers. I know, that's a mouthful to say, but it looks interesting. You may want to catch it. After Halloween, of course. Excuse me. Let's see. What they had also opens Galveston. Can You Ever Forgive Me? I don't know. I can't see Melissa McCarthy in this, but okay. 99% Rotten Tomatoes and 100% by the audience. This is the highest one I've seen in a while. And the critics say, deftly directed and laced with dark wit, Can You Forgive Me proves a compelling showcase for deeply affecting work. From Richard E. Grant and Melissa McCarthy. McCarthy stars as Lee Israel, the best-selling celebrity biographer and cat lover, who made her living in the 70s and 80s, profiling the likes of Katharine Hepburn, Tallulah Bankhead, Estee Lauder, and journalist Dorothy Kilgallen. When Lee found herself unable to get published because she had fallen out of step with the marketplace, she turned her art form to deception, abetted by her loyal friend Jack. Melissa McCarthy, Richard E. Grant, Dolly Wells, Jane Curtin, Ben Falcone. Pretty decent cast there, so might be worth a look. These are movies that open today, and of course, like I said, the number one movie is Halloween. That'll be the number one through Halloween, no doubt in my mind. Nothing else really stands out to go see. Let's see what else is coming up. Opening, I don't know. Okay. Coming soon, which we will see, of course. Nothing else, nothing stands out. Life and Nothing More comes out next week. 86% Rotten Tomatoes, no critic, of course, yet. It's a A Spanish foreign filmmaker follows up his debut drama with another sensitive portrait of a struggling family. Stressed by her job in a diner, single mother Regina is raising her 2 children in northern Florida. When her 14-year-old son Andrew has another brush with the law, she worries he'll wind up prison like his father. It's a documentary-style movie, not my type of movie. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't care who it is. Andrew Bleachington, Regina Williams. So that is coming out next week. What else is coming out? Rowan Atkinson is coming out to Johnny English Strikes Again. That man is freaking hilarious. So that's out next week. Hunter Killer. Now this one looks interesting. 2 good names in this one. 86% of people want to see this. Deep under the Arctic Ocean, America's submarine captain Joe Glass is on the hunt for a U.S. sub in distress when he discovers a secret Russian coup is in the offing, threatening to dismantle the world order. Captain Glass must now assemble an elite group of Navy SEALs to rescue the kidnapped Russian president and sneak through enemy waters to stop World War II. Good cast. We have Gerard Butler as Captain Glass. Gary Oldman is in here. Common, Toby Stevens, Linda Cardellini. So, Heaven looks interesting. Not too bad. So that is coming out next week. Suspiria, October 26th, the new one. I'm kind of excited to see this one. The old one, I don't know. I liked it, but I wasn't thrilled with the old one. 75% Rotten Tomatoes, 94% of the people want to see this. There is actually a critics thing on here. It attacks heady themes with garish vigor, offering a viewing experience as daringly confrontational. Definitely not for everyone. And of course, darkness swirls at the center of a world-renowned dance company, one that will engulf the troupe's artistic director, an ambitious young dancer, and a grieving psychotherapist. Some will succumb to the nightmare. Others will finally wake up. This looks pretty good. Of course, I was looking forward to this. Dakota Johnson, Tilda Swinton, Mia Goth, Jessica Harper. So that is coming, Suspiria. Okay. So another kind of horror-related movie coming up. Let's see. The Dark is another one that'll be opening next week. 100% tomato meter. 96% of people want to see this. And it's on the outskirts of a small town, lies Devil's Den, a mysterious tract of woods where many have entered, but no one has ever left. The local rumor is that the spirit of a young girl who was horrifically murdered there haunts and hunts in this dense forest, brutally slaying anyone who dares to step on her terrain. When a man with a dark past crosses her path, a series of events are set in motion that may lead to a peculiar kind of redemption for 2 tragically tortured souls. Part gothic fairy tale, part chilling horror. Balances rich imagery with a brutal and bloody story of unlikely kindred spirits. Ooh, that one looks pretty good, actually. Nadia Alexander is Mina, the person in the woods. Toby Nichols, Dylan Trowbridge. So this is called The Dark. Yes, I think I would go see that. So there's one. There's a couple coming out that you might want to see next couple of weeks. So there's that. What's coming out on DVD? Let us see. Okay. The Spy Who Dumped Me with Mila Kunis, Kate McKinnon. Unfriended Dark Web. I was trying to get into Unfriended before I came on, but I don't like the format of it. I really don't. You see a lot of a computer screen. Okay. I don't know. I'm not real happy with it, but that'll be coming out. That should be out this week. Whitney. will be also coming out. Madeline down at Dark Hall. Next week, Galveston. And The Sentence. Okay. That's coming soon. Let's see what's coming soon. Credibles 2, of course, at the another week. Credibles 2, Black KK Klansman. The Captain will be coming out November 27th. November 13th, We the Animals. And at the end of the month, Mandy, October 30th. So that'll be coming out. Let's see what else is going on. Not a whole lot, so that's it for that. I think the biggest one we're waiting to hear about, of course, is Halloween. We're going to, let's see. Nope, we won't take a quick break. We'll see what's in the Hollywood news and then end it. Because, of course, we have our own big freak coming up next. Our own Chris Stevens with Freaks in the Basement, of course. You gotta love it. And the Freaks will be out. It is their month. It is Halloween month. It is October, so they will be causing mayhem, debauchery, madness, whatever you come up with, they'll be doing. So there you go. Hide your stash. Also, before anything else, please, with the Halloween parties going on and everything, please don't drink and drive. Call an Uber, Lyft, a taxi, have a designated driver. Whatever it takes, please don't drink and drive. Okay? Let's see what's going on. Of course, football tomorrow, an American Horror Story. Ooh, gotta love it. So, anybody going to any Halloween parties? And what are you going as, by the way? Can you imagine? Oh, I gotta say, anybody who bought a Mega Millions today, good luck. Okay, that is just obscenely crazy. It's just, it was insane. I was hoping that a lottery machine would break down today. I really was. Wow, crazy. Justin Bieber is in the limelight. Haley Baldwin files to trademark Justin Bieber's last name. His fans go wild over Haley Bieber. Really? Okay, whatever. Same old stuff. Different day. Of course, the Mega Millions thing is in the news. $1 billion. $1 billion, guys. Insane. Let's see, anything else going on in the news? Nothing really, but the of course, Melissa McCarthy looks fabulous. She's lost 75 pounds, guys. And the red carpet of her London premiere for movie, Can You Ever Forgive Me? She looked great in a fabulous pink gown. She looks really good. Good for her. Wow. Kim's in the news again. I get tired of seeing her. Oh, please. Oh, gag me. I'm not even going to say that. Not going to even say what she was talking about because I don't care. I really don't. No. I'm just so tired of it. Who cares? Nothing else really stands out that I can see. Oh, let me see here. Excuse me. Bruce Dern has collapsed. He's hospitalized with a possible hip fracture, so hope he gets better. Chris O'Donnell sued over chain collision allegedly caused by his daughter. Okay. Let's see. Paul Allen. Actually, his cause of death was brought on by septic shock. He had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and that's terrible. The sepsis is terrible. Septic shock. Crazy. But anyway, that kind of wraps it up for tonight. Nothing really going on in that. Don't forget to watch football tomorrow, American Horror Story. Like I said, party away. Happy Halloween. Just don't drink and drive, okay? Call Uber, Lyft, whatever, taxi, have a designated driver, whatever it takes. Don't drink and drive, okay? All right, that wraps it up for the week. Let me know at KBLC what you thought of Halloween, or message me through there, okay? I want to know what you guys think of this. I'm going regardless, but I want to know what you guys think. I've heard nothing but good so far. Excuse me. Goodness. So let me know what you think. Okay, lineup for the week. Tomorrow I will not be on. I have to work early and then go to Cleveland. I have to go to my dad's, and Sunday is memorial service for my mom. But I will be on tomorrow night with American Horror Story. So join me tomorrow, Sunday night, okay? Monday at Sports Talk, I will be there. Sorry, my hours have been jacked up again. And I am I came home and I just come home and fall asleep usually. So we will get to it. So Sports Talk Monday night. Tuesday, I'm going to have 2 shows next week, 2 encounter shows. Tuesday night, join me on Encounters. And Haunted Castles, guys. Haunted Castles, okay? Wednesday, join me and Rick Moylan and Michelle. I hope all of us can get on for The Walking Dead. Thursday, it'll be DWD is back. I'm sorry, it has been a while, but the schedule was a little messed up. Had to get with the program here. So, Thursday, DWD. Friday, of course, and don't forget Lolita's Jam after that. She plays hip-hop, some underground music, and great new artists, so please stop by and say hey to her. And stop by mine, too, and say hey. Friday, we're back with Hollywood Revue. Saturday, Michelle's Ecto. If you have not heard this, you really need to. It is fabulous. She is awesome. So join her with That's Paranormal Day on KBLP. And then I'll have Encounters again. And then we have Ike Diaz, Ike Dog with the Jam. And that is a party all night long. And don't forget, Friday after Hollywood Review every week is Freaks in the Basement. So he is up next. They are up next, I should say. And they are just causing havoc, believe me. So you guys have a great, great night. Stay tuned for Freaks in the Basement. Unfortunately, I am going to bed after this. I have to get up early day, long day. It's just going to be a long weekend. So y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe. Peace out, y'all.